Hello everyone, this is me, Andrew Lawrence. Every year thousands of people in the UK go missing. Perhaps they were a victim of crime, perhaps they were suffering from mental illness, or perhaps they just got drunk and fell in a river. Every day police in the UK have to handle new missing person inquiries, and they're just as ineffectual at dealing with that as they are at everything else. Useless cunts. But what none of us expects to encounter is a missing virus, and yet that's exactly what's happening right now. Ever since Russia invaded Ukraine, the COVID pandemic seems to have mysteriously vanished. After 2 years of COVID restrictions and lockdowns, all it took was for Vladimir Putin to obliterate Mariupol, and suddenly everyone stopped wearing masks. There was no more talk of booster jabs. People could suddenly travel wherever they liked, as long as they could afford the petrol, which they almost certainly couldn't. Suddenly, the COVID pandemic was no longer dominating newspaper front pages and TV news headlines. The COVID pandemic was no longer dominating the conversation on social media. Almost overnight, as Russian tanks crossed the Ukrainian border, it's as if the COVID pandemic completely disappeared. Now, someone more paranoid and conspiratorial than I am might suggest that this Russian invasion of Ukraine is being used as a smokescreen by World Economic Forum globalists to sweep all the human rights atrocities committed by governments during the pandemic under the carpet. The war in Ukraine is a welcome distraction, allowing world leaders to distance themselves from all the evil shit that they've been doing over the past few years under the dubious pretext of tackling COVID. All I know is that COVID's gone missing and someone needs to track it down. And if I have to be the one to do that, then so be it. Heaven knows I've got time on my hands since being banned from live gigs due to some left-wing nutjobs pretending I said something racist on Twitter. For the good of all mankind, I'm going to track COVID down. I'm going to find out where it's gone. Is it hiding in the woods? Is it sitting on a beach somewhere sipping a mojito? Is it getting its arse slapped in a brothel? I'm going to find the missing COVID pandemic, but I can't do it without your help. Please support my investigation by donating generously at paypal.com/Andrew Lawrence Comedy, and I will leave no stone unturned, no wet market unvisited, and no Chinese Institute of Virology uninspected. Don't trust the science, trust me, because I'm going to find COVID and I'm going to bring it back to you. You're welcome.